In this video, I'm going to show you through the Yorktown and the Mechanics tool rolls from Atlas. Now, these tool rolls are awesome. I've been using them for a while now. We're going to just have a look at the features and how they work and how I've been using them. Here at MadMat 4 Drive, I'm all about educating and building the four-wheel drive community so we can wheel well. I was given this tool roll. It's an Atlas Yorktown tool roll from the guys at A247. I was given it well over a year ago. Since owning it, I have used this in a number of different ways. All of them out there in the bush, in the dirt and dust. Over a year ago, I went up Cape York with the Off-Road Adventure Show, and it was in old rusty rust buckets. We had an LJ Suzuki Sierra, we had a Lada Niva, and we had an old Range Rover, and I went along as one of the presenters, but also as the mechanic for the trip, and it was a whole heap of fun. Now, I rode in the navigator seat of the Lada Niva with Rico, and this lived literally at my feet, and I had all my spanners, all my tools, everything I needed, spare parts, fuses, some wire strippers. I even have in here sunscreen for my bald head and some Solvol or soap so I could wash my hands after working on the cars. But like everything was in here, and it was just like you'd get a call on the radio, hey, such and such has happened, and I could grab this and go and know that I had everything I needed in this tool roll. And it was just so handy. I mean, have a look at, you know, it's beaten and battered in the sense of dirt, dust and grime, but there is no scratches, scuffs, tears, rips or anything in the actual canvas. It's just so well made. It's actually made in the USA. So let's have a look at how the tool roll actually works. So there's 5 pockets in the front side here, which is where you'll store most of your tools. So for me, in this top pocket here at the moment, and this is, I always change the tools that I've got in the tool roll from job to job or trip to trip because, you know, I want different things. So when I went up Cape York, I had a lot more in here. Now, what I found with this, and this is the reason I've actually got the Mechanics roll now, I found that some of my longer tools didn't fit in this Yorktown roll as well as I'd like. So the hammer, for example, it fits in this top pocket, but it's kind of squeezy to get in there. So that'll go in there. And my breaker bar, and I love to have that breaker bar, it actually doesn't fit in a pocket at all. Now, I made it to live just there in the bag like that when it was rolled up, and that worked okay, but it's going to actually fit inside my Mechanics roll now. So then in the top here, I also have my test light for electrical stuff and things like that. I have some electrical connectors and things, just odds and sods. I've kind of got them living in there. In this pocket here, I kept some sunscreen and some soap and some wire and stuff. The next pocket, I've got pliers, circlip pliers, things of that nature. I've got a small shifting spanner in there. Again, this is probably pared down a fair bit, this tool kit at the moment. What have we got in the next pocket here? Screwdrivers, a file, and then up the top here, I've got some Allen keys and stuff like that. So as you can see, even with all the abuse that I've given this in dust, dirt, I think it got wet at one point as well, and I had to dry the tools out, but all those zips are working perfectly because they're really good quality zips. Now, if I flip it over, again, I don't have all of the pockets in the back here filled out. But I've got a range of spanners in there because you've got all these pockets in the back here, and then you've got some bigger pockets here which you can put vice grips or pliers, or, you know, it's variable. That's the thing about it. You can make it suit your application and how you want to make it work. So the Velcro as well, it still works perfectly. You know, oftentimes cheaper Velcros don't keep working as well. This stuff, even though I've been abusing it, it's just working like the day when I bought it. Now, once you've got all of the tools in there, it has this really nice eyelet here, which allows you to hang it up so you can access it, all of your tools in the pouches like that, or you can hang it up this way as well if you want to access those side pockets. So that works really good. And when it comes to closing it up, you use this strap here, pull that up like that, and then you've got your nice quality hardcore clip, clip buckle there, and a tensioning strap so you can tension it up so it expands and can just move around to the different size you want. And you also get a carry handle for it as well, that one there, and that's got adjustability in here so you can change the size of it. And like, I'm just totally impressed with the quality of these, because I know how much I've abused it, and it is aside from the dirt, it is in as new condition, if I can say those words. Finally got it out. It is just quality gear. Now, the mechanics roll, it's pretty much the identical, just a bigger version of the Yorktown roll. Okay, you can see there it's all got those same features. It also does have some loops in the back here, which maybe that's where you can store something like a breaker bar. Again, it can just live in there. You've got all the pockets in the back here. They're slightly bigger pockets because it's a slightly bigger tool roll. You're going to be able to put a lot more tools into this one because it's got that bigger capacity. All right, so the reason I got this is my breaker bar. Look how easy that goes in there, that hammer. These pockets are decent size. So really, again, I reckon that's just great. So I'm going to have 2 tool rolls because I'm basically going to have one in each vehicle. And if I'm going on a touring trip like in my 80 series, I'm about to go up for my Christmas holidays. And so I'm going to load one of these up with the tools, and it can just stuff down in a hole over there or live somewhere, but I know everything I need is in there. Now, there's a couple of things that I took a little bit to get used to, and I'd like to make you aware of them. So first one is the amount of straps. Now, see, I've unclipped that and it's like, why aren't you opening out? Oh, this strap's caught up with that strap. There we go. Right. So I find that, you've got sort of straps all over the place, and it takes a bit to get used to those. So that's our pull-up strap. And then once I lock it up, then I've got my handle strap, and this one's still floating around. And then, oh look, my other handle's caught up under there because I didn't go under the right handle. So it's a relatively minor thing, but it's kind of just one of those using things that takes a bit to get used to. The next thing is, there's no labeling for your pockets, and so you get a little bit lost. Oh, where's my soap? It was in the second pocket. No, that's my screwdrivers. Must be that second pocket. Ah, there it is. Some of their products do have labeling systems on there, but the Atlas Yorktown roll, this one, and the mechanics roll don't. And I think that that'd be a really nice addition to be able to label it. So check that out, just be aware of it. But aside from that, it's pretty good gear, eh? Now, if you go to the website links, which we've got linked below in this video in the description, you'll go to the website A247. And when you get there, you're going to get $10 off any of the products on their store by using the code MADMAT. What it's going to also do is it helps me out because it helps us keep producing the content here at MADMAT 4 Drive. So check it out. I really only try to do products that I genuinely have used and believe in, and that I've got no dramas saying that's good gear. You're never going to wear it out, I don't reckon. I just don't think it's possible. I absolutely love it. All right, guys, so check it out. Use the links. Have a good one. And yeah, Atlas gear, it's not bad. I'm Mad Matt. Stay safe on the trails.